Well, hello, my name is John Meyer, and this video is about sampling my Kawai upright piano with the felts engaged for that moody, dramatic, quiet sound. The piano I'm sampling is a Kawai BS30 LE. Years ago, I was with my wife on a date. We had no kids. We were driving home from dinner, and I made her stop at this piano store, and then I played them for so long that she was so tired that I said, well, babe, if I just buy one, then we can leave. And we bought it, and a couple days later, it was delivered to the house, and that started my journey to really become more of a piano player. I've always played some, but I'm more of a guitar player. So about 3 years ago, I really kind of set out to become a much better piano player. So for this piano, I used 3 separate pairs of mics. On the back of the piano, I used a pair of Coles 4038s. I never recorded the back of the piano, so I pulled it out from the wall. It's always up against the wall because I lack the real estate, but I pulled it up from the wall and I placed those 2 mics, and I thought it got a great, nice, kind of round, low-end sound. The Coles do that already, but it also didn't have the noise from the hammers, which was nice because it allowed more of a pure, low frequency energy. I could bring that up into my mix and not be bringing up the sound of the felts. Although I do love the sound of the felts. And the KM84s in the center did a good job of capturing a focused sound in an XY pattern. I used this really cool Wilkinson audio clip that I found online to hold it in place, and you only have to mount 1 microphone, so it saves some real estate with microphone stands. But the majority of the sound comes from my split pair of U47 clones, about 4 inches from the felts. I made sure that they were in phase with the KM84s, and then that's where I got most of that hyped low end, top end. But I blended them as best I could to get the most natural sound. Now, it still needs some low mid cut out. It still needs some top end boosted if you really want to hear the sound of the felts and the hammers. But for the most part, I gave you a pretty natural blended tone. My original goal was to record a tutorial on how I sampled the piano. But as I got into it, I kept referencing all these other videos, and I thought, let me just tell you to go watch those videos like I did. Christian's video on sampling a piano in Logic is fantastic, and he also provides the resources where you can load the session into other DAWs. His video on noise reduction was great. His video on loading it into Kontakt, where he basically handed it over to 2 Spitfire employees to talk about the process of loading it and creating an instrument in Kontakt, followed it step by step, and it worked perfectly. I also referenced David Hillowitz video on round robins. There's some slight variances in the way the sound of the hammers hit the felts, and so I wanted to have 2 round robins. I could have done 3 or 4 and probably should have, but the result was pretty good. So what my piano lacks is that 3rd or 4th dynamic layer. I only did 2 layers. I did record a 3rd, a loud layer, but felt that it was a bit too aggressive and I had a hard time blending it into Kontakt. The samples are there for you. I'd love for somebody to work with those and see if you can find a way to make them work, because I do think that would really help. What I like most about this piano sample that I've made is that it's mine. It's my piano, my microphones, my room in 2020, preamps. All these things are going to change in the future. I'll probably live somewhere different, maybe have a grand piano somewhere, maybe I don't have this anymore, I don't know. But right now I have this portrait, this memory that hopefully will last me forever in whatever format it needs to be in 2050. So I encourage you, if for no other reason, just preserve what you've got and sample something that means a lot to you. I do hope you enjoy this piano. I hope you find it useful. If you like these videos that I'm making, please hit the subscribe button. I like getting the notifications more than I probably should, but it does motivate me to continue to get behind the camera and take the time to create these sounds for you. So please subscribe, like the videos, hit the notification bell, and I'll have more videos for you very soon.